Hi, it's Thomas Bryer again. In this video segment, I'm going to talk with you very briefly about what it means for your neighborhood to participate with us at the University of Central Florida in this air quality project. You'll see in some other videos the technology that we're deploying, air quality sensors that will be hanging on light posts and maybe in other places around the neighborhood. Your job is not to do anything with those sensors. They're self-sustaining. We've got experts who are taking care of the installation of those, monitoring those, making sure they're in good working order. But what you will do within your neighborhood is form a group of residents who are committed to work with us for a period of time and to learn what kind of data, what kind of information those air quality sensors are giving to you. So we will be selecting a group of neighborhoods, maybe yours if you tell us that you're interested, and I'll say more about how that can happen a little bit later in a different video. But we'll be working with a group of selected neighborhoods throughout the city of Orlando and maybe in some areas outside of the city where these air quality sensors are installed, and we'll work with a group of you to do a few different things. Specifically, one, we will educate a group of residents from every neighborhood selected on air quality. You heard Kelly Stevens in a different video say a little bit about the importance of air quality in everything that we do in our daily life and in our ability to not succumb to different illnesses. But we'll be providing more of that information. Why is air quality important, and how can you as a resident in your neighborhood help to ensure you are living the best life with the air quality around us? Two, we will educate on how you can read the air quality data from the sensors that we are installing in neighborhoods around the city. You'll be presented with not just numbers, but graphs, charts that show you exactly what the air quality is looking like on a given day and historically what the air quality has looked like. So we'll educate you on how to read and interpret those data. So it's not just numbers. It's not just images. It's not just graphs without any context. We'll tell you exactly what you're looking at and what the significance is of what you are looking at. Next, we will educate you on how to use the data. How to use the data to make daily life decisions regarding something as relatively minor, like should I open the window today or not? Should I go with my kids to play in the park today or not? Should I be running the AC today or not? So these are the kinds of issues that you can use the data for your daily life, your daily activity. But next, we'll also educate on how to use the data to advocate. Advocate with local government officials, maybe even with federal government officials, about how to change laws and regulations if necessary and if appropriate to enhance air quality in your neighborhood or to mitigate against the harms that come from lower than desired air quality. So we'll educate on air quality, we'll educate on how to read and interpret data about air quality from the sensors that we install. We'll educate on how to use the data to make some daily life decisions, and we'll educate on how to advocate with the data. And importantly, with each of the selected neighborhoods, we will work with residents to create sustainable advocacy and air quality mitigation plans. If your neighborhood creates such a plan, and it's a good plan and we'll work with you to make that happen, and you have buy-in and commitment from residents throughout your neighborhood, then your neighborhood will be eligible through the grant that we have from the National Science Foundation to receive up to $2,500 to $5,000 to implement the plan that you have. Maybe it's a communication plan to get more neighbors and more residents in your neighborhood involved and educated and aware of the importance of air quality. Maybe it's doing something to mitigate if the harm that comes from lower air quality on certain days or during certain periods of time. We can't tell you what that plan is without knowing your neighborhood, and we wouldn't tell you what that plan is because that ultimately is your decision as neighborhood residents. So we will work with you to set those plans, make those plans, and if it's a good plan, we'll give you some pilot money to start implementing. So that's about it. That's what you can expect if your neighborhood joins, and I'll tell you in a different video about how you should do that. Thank you.